To this man?
We do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good afternoon. What a beautiful day for a wedding.
What is that? What is that?
We gather today to celebrate Jesse and Priscilla's love for each other and to offer our unwavering support as they step forward in marriage. Jesse and Priscilla, I think it's safe to speak on behalf of everybody here and those who are celebrating with us from afar that it's been an honor to share in your journey. Today's an important day for you, but we all know that a healthy marriage begins well before the wedding day, and the efforts of a marriage continue well beyond the honeymoon. Technically, a brief moment in time and the stroke of a pen are all that are required to create a legal bond of marriage. But marriage is so much more than that. Marriage takes consistent effort to nurture your relationship, to exercise patience, and to achieve compromise. God commands us that marriage is not something to be thrown away, but instead to be fought for daily. As somebody that's been married for almost 23 years, I will share that marriage can be very rewarding, but it's also not for the faint of heart. Marriage takes sizable work, but it's also worth relentlessly pursuing. Because when you find a good marriage, you find your home. Jessie and Priscilla, you two are nicely paired. I enjoyed learning about your love story in preparation for today's ceremony. If you are not familiar with their courtship, it goes something like this. Jessie was kind of social media famous as an administrator for the very successful Facebook page called What is Going On in Riverside County. And Priscilla appreciated his writing. She liked the way that he posted his community updates, and so she started liking his post. And eventually Jessie noticed that and all of the attention she was giving him, and he tried to friend her. Now, if you know anything about Priscilla, she has a healthy skepticism, which women need. So she wasn't so sure about that, and she almost changed the course of her life, and she just ignored him. And entered Priscilla's younger sister, Marlene. When she found out about this friend request, she impulsively added him on Priscilla's behalf. Marlene, that was super risky because you probably already know whenever Jessie does something that's wrong, it's going to be all of your fault. Jessie and Priscilla were online friends for many, many months. And when she was seeking a new job, and he stepped in and got her hired as one of his direct reports. Clearly, he didn't read his company's nepotism and fraternization policies, right? But Jessie, you get an A+ for effort and persistence. I'm sure there's some middle-aged man in this audience today that's sitting here thinking, man, I gotta step up my social media game. The rumor is when Priscilla started working for Jessie that his coworkers thought that she was Rochelle's friend. But all kidding aside, Jessie sensed a really beautiful thing when he saw it. So he finally asked Priscilla out, and she reluctantly agreed. So on their first date, Jessie kept bringing his A game with him, and he put up some effort into driving and took her to this romantic location with an overlook in the hills. And enter Priscilla's skepticism again. She thought he was taking her out into the bush to kill her. And I hear that if Jessie really wanted to kill her, he probably could because of all the cop shows he obsessively watches, right? And apparently the apple doesn't fall far from the tree because when Rochelle found out he went on a date, she's watched many detective shows, and she found a blonde hair in his car, and she started stalking him on Facebook until she figured out who it was, and he denied it. But as they say, there began a beautiful love story. The truth is, when I interviewed people for this ceremony, there was really great consistency. Friends and family shared that Jessie and Priscilla are good together, that they complement each other perfectly. Jessie and Priscilla hold similar interests. They were both raised with traditional family values that they continue to practice. Jessie can be a little opinionated, which works because Priscilla's a little laid back. And Jessie forces Priscilla out of her comfort zone. Priscilla's a little serious and Jessie's a little sarcastic.
No.
But together they push each other towards success. Now we know one of Jessie's highest priorities is always his daughter. Rochelle shared that Priscilla is a perfect match for her dad. She believes that she supports her dad, and also that she goes way out of her way to make her feel included as a part of their relationship. Priscilla describes how natural her interactions with Jessie were from the very, very beginning. She describes him as her missing piece. And Jessie sensed that Priscilla was different. She was loyal and honest and caring. But it was when he saw her with her compassion for Tyson that she captured his heart. And I hear that these two are really incredible parents to Tyson and Luna. And again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree because even their dogs are Instagram famous, right? Jessie and Priscilla, your relationship already has the signs of a strong and healthy marriage. There's a Jewish proverb that reads, "Do not be wise in words, but be wise in deeds." And certainly, Jessie and Priscilla, your marriage will be kept strong through the deeds that you will make moment by moment, day after day, and year after year. Because strong marriages are built upon intentional efforts and mutual respect. Is there anybody here ready for these two to get married? Yeah. Jessie, I ask you, do you come before us to publicly declare your love for Priscilla? Do you promise to nurture yourself, each other, and this marriage, and to acknowledge your union as the central aspect of your life? Priscilla, I ask you, do you come before us to publicly declare your love for each other? Do you promise to nurture yourself, each other, in this marriage, and to acknowledge your union as the most central aspect of your life? Jessie, please repeat after me. I, Jessie, take you, Priscilla, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
I, Jessie, take you, Priscilla, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer.
In sickness or in health.
In sickness or in health.
Forsaking all others.
Forsaking all others.
Until death do us part.
Until death do us part.
Priscilla, please repeat after me. I, Priscilla, take you, Jessie, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness or in health, forsaking all others, until death do us part. Tim, may I have the ring? Today you have chosen to exchange rings as an outward sign of your love for one another and as a seal of the promises you've willingly exchanged. These rings are symbols of an unbroken circle of love. They reflect the commitments you have made and your hopes and dreams for the future. Jessie, as you place this ring on Priscilla's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed and pledge my love to you. All right, Priscilla, your turn. With this ring, I thee wed and pledge my love for you. Jessie and Priscilla, may you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. May love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and your home. As Jessie and Priscilla have consented together in marriage by the authority invested in me by the state of California as a Deputy Commissioner for Civil Marriages, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Jessie, you may kiss your beautiful bride. It is my honor to be the very first to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Aronson.
On point there, man.